Stress is a powerful and deeply underestimated force in skin aging and deterioration. Unlike more external or visible causes of damage, stress operates internally, influencing nearly every biological system and silently undermining skin health in ways that are both complex and far-reaching. Although it's often dismissed as a mental or emotional concern, the physiological toll that chronic stress takes on the skin is anything but superficial. Its effects are not only visible, such as acne, dullness, or wrinkles, but also deeply rooted in hormonal and immune dysfunction that accelerates the skin's decline over time. When the body is under stress, it activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis, a system that signals the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Cortisol, in particular, has a direct and damaging relationship with the skin. Elevated cortisol levels disrupt the skin's natural balance in multiple ways. First, it increases oil production by stimulating sebaceous glands. For individuals already prone to oily skin or acne, this surge can lead to frequent breakouts, clogged pores, and inflamed blemishes that are not only difficult to manage but often take longer to heal under stress conditions. For others, the overproduction of oil combines with dryness in surrounding skin, resulting in a confusing cycle of both flakiness and acne, often resistant to conventional treatments. Beyond breakouts, stress profoundly increases inflammation throughout the body, and the skin is no exception. Inflammatory cytokines, chemical messengers released during times of stress, contribute to a range of visible issues including redness, irritation, itching, and swelling. These inflammatory responses can flare up chronic skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, and even hives. Not only do these conditions worsen under stress, but they often become more resistant to treatment due to the persistent hormonal imbalance, making them far more than cosmetic concerns. Prolonged stress keeps the body in a continuous state of low-grade inflammation, which slowly wears down the skin's ability to function properly and repair itself. One of the most insidious effects of stress is its acceleration of the aging process. Chronic stress increases oxidative stress in the body, a condition where free radicals outnumber antioxidants, leading to the breakdown of cellular structures. In the skin, this directly damages collagen and elastin, the proteins that give skin its firmness, elasticity, and youthful appearance. As these structural proteins deteriorate, the skin begins to sag, develop fine lines, and lose its tone and texture. Unlike aging from sun damage or pollution, stress-induced aging can appear suddenly after periods of high mental or emotional strain, leaving people shocked at the rapid change in their appearance. Unfortunately, recovery is often slower because the root causes are internal and more difficult to isolate or control. Sleep disruption is another major consequence of stress, and its effects on skin are both visible and profound. Stress often interferes with the ability to fall or stay asleep, and this robs the skin of the critical repair processes that occur during deep sleep cycles. During rest, the body produces growth hormones that facilitate cell regeneration and collagen production. When sleep is compromised, so is the skin's ability to heal, leaving it looking dull, fatigued, and prone to fine lines and dark circles. The skin essentially remains in a state of damage without recovery, further accelerating aging and undermining efforts to improve its appearance through skincare. Stress also impacts the skin barrier, the outermost layer responsible for keeping moisture in and irritants out. Under chronic stress, this barrier weakens, leading to increased transepidermal water loss. The result is dehydrated, sensitive skin that reacts more harshly to environmental triggers, temperature changes, and even benign skincare ingredients. A weakened barrier not only looks and feels unhealthy, but it also invites more damage by allowing pollutants, bacteria, and allergens to penetrate more deeply into the skin's layers. Perhaps most concerning is how stress alters behavior, which indirectly but significantly worsens skin health. High stress often leads to poor lifestyle choices, overeating, dehydration, alcohol consumption, smoking, lack of exercise, all of which have their own skin-damaging consequences. Additionally, stress-induced habits like skin picking or rubbing can lead to scarring, infection, and long-term texture irregularities. This behavioral component creates a feedback loop. The worse the skin looks, the more stress it causes, and the more stressed a person becomes, the worse the skin continues to deteriorate. The subtlety of stress as a skin-damaging factor lies in its intangibility. Unlike sunburn or a breakout, stress rarely appears as a single, isolated event. Its influence builds over weeks, months, or years, manifesting first as mild sensitivity, occasional breakouts, or a lackluster complexion. These signs are easy to overlook until the damage becomes undeniable. Deepened wrinkles, uneven skin tone, chronic inflammation, and skin that no longer responds well to even the most diligent care. By then, reversing the impact requires more than a topical fix. It requires a systemic change in how the body manages stress and recovers from it. Recognizing the role of stress in skin health is not just about self-care. It's about understanding the deep, biologically embedded connection between mental well-being and physical appearance. Unmanaged stress compromises the body from the inside out, and the skin is often the first and most visible casualty.